Yeah, you all doing out there in video land? This stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, what we got going on? What we got going on? Like where did we leave off at? I think we're at the plain edge. Counterpoint XL. The blade is supposed to, they label it as a 6-inch, but it's a little bit shorter of a 6-inch. It's in between, I don't know, like 5.5 inches and 6 inches, somewhere in between there, right there. Bayonet style blade, Japanese AUS 10A stainless steel, almost 4 millimeters thick, very thick blade stock. The back spacer is heat treated 6061 aluminum. The liners in the frame of this knife is heat treated 6061 aluminum. It has a thick liners. They go all the way through the knife. The lightning holes right there, what you can see. Absolutely love the Counterpoint XL, people. The only thing I've always wished that they would do on these is just make the thumb studs a little bit bigger. But other than that, I love these. Absolutely love them. The one I've carried for a lot of years is my CTS BD1 Counterpoint XL, but it's gotten replaced by the new ones. I'm letting the next generation take over. All right. So what's next on the list? I don't know. I think we got to go into Ti-Lites. Let's go into Ti-Lites. Oh, yeah. I love my Ti-Lites. These are ones in the drawer this year. This is my newest one. Japanese AUS 10A stainless steel, serrated blade, 6 inches long, Filipino Chris. Italian style, folding stiletto. With a liner lock, it's got stainless steel liners. They go all the way through this knife. This is a Grivery, or actually, I think it's Zytel. I think what they call this material that they use on these is Zytel, or Zyx. Zyx. Cold Steel calls it Zyx. Other people would call it Zytel. Sort of like Grivery and Grivex. And this one right here is the FDE. Is it the flat dark earth? Absolutely love it. I love these because these are just sinister. Isn't that beautiful? The Chris Stiletto. I've always loved Chris Stilettos. They're always been like the hard ones to get too. Like back in the days when I used to be getting into collecting and buying and selling a lot of Italian stilettos. The Chris's were like the ones that were always the hardest to get because they never made too many. They never, mass produce them. And they are the most sinister. I think when it comes to Italian stiletto, nothing looks cooler than a Chris. And the Cold Steel Chris is an awesome Chris. They got their Ti-Lites right. These Ti-Lites are awesome, people. I'm not even really a liner lock person, but I like this liner lock. I like that folded over, heat treated 400 series steel liner that encompasses the whole blade tang instead of just a little part of the blade tang. When it fails, it goes all the way over and makes this knife go into a lock blade mode. So it's a fairly safe knife, It's not safer than a Triad. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it is probably more safer or stronger than most liner locks. I carried these for about, a long time. Absolutely love them, people. Absolutely love them. That's that one. Here's my other one. I got for this year. Which one is this? It's a Lindsey Thompson one. It's a G10 model. It normally comes with the forest green or OD green G10 handle scales. It's a limited edition model. I swapped out the handle scales with the G10 handle scales with one of my old G10 CTS models, CTS XHP models from the original company. It's actually the original model that was made in G10. It was one of the first, two. So that lets you know that they didn't change anything on these knives, people. This is the most modern model, put together with the oldest model parts. It's perfect. And it's fast. These knives are just right-hand knives. That's the drawback to a Ti-Lite 6, people, is then I don't think they ever made left-handed models. They just made right-handed models. So for the lefties, this is not the one for you. I'm sorry about that, people. But for the varieties, for the people that are right-handed, it rocks. Absolutely rocks. Absolutely love it. This one has a CTS, no, not CTS, but CPM S35VM blade. It's numbered, what we got here? 2079, 2079. The blade thickness in between, it's almost like 4 millimeters, people. It's close to 4 millimeters, like in between 3.8 and 4 millimeters. The handle is full G10. Full G10. The only steel that you got going through the handle is for the lock. It's for the liner lock itself, for the leaf spring. And I'm not a big, liner lock fan, people. I do have a few, though. There's a few that I have, because some of the most beautiful knives are liner locks and frame locks. Because some of the custom knife makers, they don't really use like a whole bunch of the, the new type locks where they still making knives with the old locks. And if you want to just see a beautifully made knife, a lot of those knives are like that. This is a Philip Bogazuski design. He's a custom knife maker. He's passed away now. But this was his design, and he gave Cold Steel permission to make it for him. And make it. Just like, Cold Steel made, a lot of Demko knives. Andrew Demko was a knife maker before Cold Steel, before he came to Cold Steel, people. He didn't become a knife maker after he became Cold Steel. He had his own business and everything going on before he even came to Cold Steel. I always hear people talking about Andrew Demko like he got started with Cold Steel. No, he didn't get started with Cold Steel. All right. That's that one, people. That's about all I got to say for that one. It's a beautiful knife. Absolutely love it. And yes, they're balanced nice. Easy to maneuver in your hand. I always like knives that are easy to maneuver in my hand. And the other thing I like about these is they make good cubitons. And they also make, nice, less than lethal, tools, for self-defense, people. What else can you do with it? You can wave it out your pocket. Break it away. Boom. Beautiful knife, people. Highly recommend them. This is the new one. This is the new one with the clip point blade. It's got a flat ground clip point blade or Bowie style blade with the false edge that's not sharpened. It's fairly thick, nice strong tip. It's not a delicate tip. That's one thing I've always liked about the Ti-Lite 6s is that they never had delicate tips. They look long and slender, but they're still very tough, people. All right. That's it for that one. That's it for that one. I don't know. What do you think? We should go for the third video? Should go for the third video? I think we'll hold off. I think we'll hold off. We'll hold off. That's good for today, people. That's good for today. We'll do a couple more tomorrow, or maybe the next day. All right. Peace out. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Peace. Stiletto.